Welcome back to the Wakefield Doctrine, Theory of Clarke, Scott, and Rogers, episode 23, and we have been talking with Molly from the western part of the North American continent. We had a brief break, well, thank you. We've had a very fun and informative, interview here today. What do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun?
Yes, that's the question.
I like hiking, swimming, knitting, pretty much anything.
Okay.
Reading.
Okay. Now, a related question, but somebody once asked me this years ago. I'll try to ask the question correctly. What gets you up in the morning? This is in just that sense of the word, not obviously, not literally. Well, what gets you up? What's the passion?
I don't know. I enjoy life.
Really?
And even if I'm not enjoying life, you can change something. It's always a new day.
Okay.
And I guess it's that new chance, even when things are going well.
Okay. That I know what you mean. It's there's always an option. There's always something undiscovered. Is that kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. There was just a question somebody asked me years and years ago, and it was I think my first answer. He actually asked me this question in seriousness because he was a Clarke. So he asked the question, what wakes you up? What do you want to be? And my answer was a mystic. And I was serious too. Damn. But that just goes to show you.
I think most Clarks identify with that answer.
Yeah. And I don't know what's stranger. The fact that we would pick that, or the fact that we think that there's a job listing somewhere that says mystic, must prognosticate, must divine the inner truths and find the secret of the universe. But who knows? It might be out there. We just haven't looked in the right classified ads. So, welcome to the Doctrine. Now I'll get selfish. You're, as we've said before, you're the part of another generation of people who has become aware of the Doctrine. For the new readers out there, what advice would you have for the new readers watching this and or reading the blog?
Keep reading. And practice while you go.
Okay. Because
try things out, see how they work.
Yep. Find your Scotian friend and take it to the mall. Oh, you guys don't have malls out there, do you? Damn.
Not close by.
Oh, okay. Do you have, and we talk about that, do you have dense enough social situations to where you can stand around and watch, hey look, there's a Roger over there, look at the way they're, do you have that kind of setting frequently enough, or?
Well, there's churches, and a few weeks ago I went to a fireman's dinner thing where I tried to stand around and watch, and it was interesting because I had a really hard time identifying any of the people. I was trying to look for the Scotts or the Rogers or the Clarks, and I was having a really hard time picking anybody out by any particular behavior. I think part of it was it was a new environment for virtually everybody there.
Okay.
First time the town had anything of the sort. And the closest I came to picking out a Scott was there was one man who sat around and literally made eye contact with virtually every person in the room. Whether
they wanted to or not?
Yeah, he at least spent 10 seconds staring at every person in the room.
Oh, okay.
Even if the people didn't look back.
Oh.
So it's not the same as going to a mall and just getting to observe people being themselves.
Yep. Good point, because you know, that will bring out, although we'll say as a footnote, firemen Rogers, for the most part, you'll see a lot of them among them. But we've got, unfortunately, I'm evidencing a parochialism from being in New England, is that the idea of population. I've never been to the far west. I see the pictures, but the sense of density of people is something that I'm not. I don't have a sense of. So that's got to be strange. So. Well, good. That is the kind of advice we like to hear and pass along. That they trying it, have fun with it, you know, see what different things you can see, and like we say, you can't break it. You know, you try it out as long as you're having fun with it. You know, you do that, and then the pieces fall together. It only gets scary when it comes together so much so that you can't not see the Rogers, Scotts, and Clarks in front of you. Then it gets a little weird, but that's for later. So, well, we, the editorial, we will like to thank you for spending the time with us here on Video Friday. Coming to a computer soon. Now, I didn't check my computer recently to see if there were any questions, but I did say at some point that they had to get their questions in before we went to air. But so we'll just assume that we answered all of everyone's questions, being good Clarks that we are. Okay, well, thank you, and we'll see everybody next Friday